Hello and welcome back to yet another video from MattyDTube this week. And in today's video what I'm going to be talking about is, yet again, I have done this for a while, school. Okay, we all have our own opinion on education and how we should be taught, and school in and of itself. Now, me personally, I just feel like that school should remain the same. Obviously, there are some minor tweaks here and there for the better, and again can be counted as for the worse. Let's take, for example, uniform. In the UK, we wear a school uniform, and me personally, I don't feel like it's like a prison sort of a thing. No, of course not. But we're all like viewed as the same. I can't believe I'm actually using stuff for my English work. No sense of individuality then. Yeah, we're all wearing the same uniform basically, and we're all basically just seen as the same. You see someone in their uniform, it's uniform, we're all legitimately uniformed. Now, that can be, I can see some benefits to that, but obviously there's a negative of, well, pretty much all the same. I mean, obviously equality is great and we're all the same, we're all wearing the same stuff. Which is actually, to be honest, now that I think about it a little bit more, it's okay. Unlike in America, where you get to wear your own clothes, where you can be picked on, for example, depending on what you wear. Now, there are some, I've mentioned probably in a video, pros and cons of the educational system, but not school in and of itself. And academically, I've talked about stuff academically, I believe, like how we should be taught and stuff like that. But I don't think I've really talked that much on the school system, which, no promises, but I'm probably planning on doing that. Now, back to where I was. There are some pros and cons in how we dress, behavior. Let's say, for example, in school, obviously everything is there in place for the best and to keep us safe. But I understand those rules are already in place. There are two things that me personally I genuinely enjoyed. No, I'll say yeah during the lockdown, like that, most kids enjoyed going to school. But when we got back to school, and COVID was still around and still is around, but we had to wear masks in school and all that stuff. We stayed in the same class. That was kind of boring, and my legs did hurt, and I was not that fit. Like that, I was really lacking when it came to anything physical, any physical exercise. I was really lacking in that. But when we got and sitting down 6 hours, same spot, I'll prefer to move around to lessons. But this is the thing. First of all, when you peek it to school, yeah, sure, you can say that it doesn't look professional, or you don't look as smart as when you wear a blazer, tie, jumper. Yeah, I get your point, but for convenience and for changing, let's say somebody, because of their size of their body, is being picked on in the locker, or in the changing rooms, or let's say, I don't know, boys being boys. I can only say experience from boys, because I don't know anything that goes on in the girls' changing rooms, and I don't want to know, so I'm just going to leave it as that. But in the boys' changing rooms, if you're whipped by a tie, you're whipped by a tie. I mean, it's just how it is. If you're whipped by someone's belt, you're whipped by someone's belt. I'm not saying this from experience. I'm not saying this from what I have necessarily technically witnessed, and I won't be saying if I have or have not. Now, that could be a thing. So going to school and also changing in front of all the other boys, it's weird. It's really weird. So going to school in your PE kit is just more convenient and saves a lot of trouble and hassle for other students' children. Also, being late. I understand 5, maybe 10, 15 minutes late. That's right, from 10 to 15 minutes late. that's different. But from 1 to 5, you give them from January. Actually, I don't want to bring my own school into this. A 45-minute detention for being 1 minute late. From my view and my perspective, and probably from whoever else is watching this, that is quite unreasonable. Now, okay, let's say the tables were turned. They were turned at a specific point. Again, during the time when we were sat in one class, we stayed seated and the teachers came to us to minimize contacts and all that sort of stuff during COVID, which is still happening. I'm saying what I want. The teachers came over to the students' classes and they were late. Obviously nothing happened to them because they're teachers. So hierarchy-wise, all that stuff, the students can't say, you're late. You're late, miss, you're gonna get detention. No, it's only the students that can get detentions. That bugs me out. That kinda, that gets to me slightly. And that's basically what I want to say. I'm basically just talking about my experiences, kinda. But yeah, in all seriousness, the school system, it can be fair, but to a point. There's just some points that it can cross a little bit of the boundaries, and it doesn't see itself as if, like, what if the roles were reversed? And yeah, I mean, I can try to probably tell my teacher this, but I'm definitely not gonna I'm gonna try, but anyways, I just want to hear your thoughts, maybe in the comments, on how you think the school system is. Is it good? Is it running? What are your thoughts on it, basically? Anyway, I hope to see you in the next video. Peace. These are pretty long videos, so hope you enjoyed the little bit of increase in minutes. Peace.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.
Day we hustle, but the night we
Know that they ride or die.